So, down through the ages, traditional form has evolved for this type of speech, which is some random HCF player with his best years behind him who, over the course of his life, has made a series of dreadful mistakes, such as quick dropping in Citadel, gives heartful advice to a group of shining, energetic young Minecraft players with all of their best years ahead of them, and I intend to respect that tradition. When beginning writing this speech, I researched other great speech essays, thought out the format, what I would say, how I'd say it, etc. I soon realized that I was handling this as if it was an academic essay and a piece which I was meant solely for a good grade. That is not what this should be focused on. If I'm going to talk about something very important and close to me, then I should simply just write from the heart. About 3 years ago, it seemed I had lost everything. I was in a weird middle place where it seemed I didn't have a place in this world. All that I had known was now gone. I took this as an opportunity to work on myself, take it easy, and for a while that worked. I took each day as its own and was conscious of my decisions. However, I quickly realized what felt like a gaping hole from my heart was only growing more. The hole that was filled with friends and family. It was apparent that being constantly surrounded by like-minded people and having that sense of comfort that I was being able to fall back on was part of my life that made me complete. It was then that I went and tried again, started gathering a bunch of people I barely knew in an attempt to reconcile what I longed for. But this shouldn't be about me, but it should be about how the people around me, the people I call my friends, have impacted me for the better. If you told me 2 years ago that I'd be in the position I'm at today, I'd be hard to believe. What I thought was a desperate attempt at rekindling the flame of friendship in my life turned into one of the greatest forms of family I've ever experienced. I think a lot of you guys don't realize how special what we've created truly is. There's this metaphor I really like. It relates to the idea of comparing yourself to the top. When we place second, we often say, if only I was one step faster or I had one more row of pots. But what if you were third? You wouldn't have gotten anything. I think we often get lost in always trying to be the best, and it corrupts our mind, leaving us less grateful of where we stay in this moment. Let's take a moment, even just within ourselves, to look back. 2 years ago, this was a random Discord filled with people I barely knew, and now we have established so much since. We've made a lot of progress and continue to do so. I want to take this opportunity to reflect on that and to make you all feel really proud of how much you guys have progressed. From learning the ways of VDub to being able to Jitter 15, we have all made immense progress. With that being said, this time should be about reconciling with the memories and times we've made together. 2 years is not a long time, and even with such short period, we've done so much. I recently watched a film called Chungking Express. One quote that stuck with me was, "If memories could be canned, would they also have expiry dates? If so, I hope they last for centuries." Yes, nostalgia and memories are strong. Hell, I've written 2 essays just this past year on that topic. But this should be a reminder that even with all these memories built up, nothing lasts forever. Therefore, we must strive and continue to push forward. If you're always looking back, you can't see where you're going. However, I do want to thank you all for the amazing memories we've made so far. It's crazy how real this has all become. You guys aren't just people on a screen. I've been able to meet a lot of you this past year, and it really does show what we have is true. I'm just not some schizo talking to myself on ends every day. You guys actually exist. All jokes aside, it is a pleasure to be able to gather a great group of friends and do all these fun things together. I look forward to the future, as I'll be seeing a lot more of you in the near future, some sooner than others. Before I end this off, it's only right I give a special thanks to some of the people that deserve it. Sean, I honestly never would have thought that I would have been close to you as I am now. I first knew you as the one dude who would scream on Rockspot, and now I'll be seeing you in Colorado in August. You always understood me and could talk about anything for hours. I always cherish those late-night private match sessions on CS trying to figure out the new clarity features and routes, and playing Catgirl anime games in Discord. You're always someone I can easily talk to about anything, whether it's deep talks at 3 AM or about a 15 FPS cheated 5K in a frag movie. P3S, it honestly surprises me that I've known you for just over 3 years now. It feels like I've known you for the greater part of my life. We've gone through so much together, and I've seen you go from a young African demon on Lunar to being all grown up and going on to the 5th grade. You've been there for the highs and the lows, and I stayed true to yourself the whole way through. I wonder what life would be like if I had never edited the CTV Team Taj, and if you never joined the call to see that preview. I know you're not going anywhere, and we'll soon have the bust down Rolly in the CKW house you've always dreamt of. Lastly, I know he's not here, but while we're here, I want to thank one more person. Alex, also known as Clued. I know we aren't as close as we used to be, but I still want to thank you for being my best friend for the early parts of my quote-unquote career. We were that dynamic duo that could honestly do anything. It was so amazing having someone like that around, someone who pushed me, cared, and was able to make me laugh in any situation. I'm so glad to see you work hard and really push your creative work. I know young Clued would be proud of you. I'm very fortunate to have someone like you around, and I can't wait to see you do great things in the future. I want to thank you all for listening to me rambling and showing up to this. It may just seem like a silly little Minecraft event, but deep down to me, this actually means a lot. CKW and all you guys are a huge part of my life, and seeing you all come together for something as simple as this warms my heart, and I appreciate every single one of you.